Yeah, guys, I'm watching her video.
Question, if you could put question in caps in front of it, and then your question, that would help us keep track of them. And we'll try to answer as many as we can as we get through the different clips today. Again, welcome and hello. If you're watching this on the replay, jump into the conversation. Let me know where you're watching from. Tell me what you think. What are your questions? There are questions. There are lots of questions. And I'm going to be sharing things. This is what we know so far about what happened last night at La Poubelle in Hollywood with protesters and protesters being arrested. This is what we're going to talk about. And there's going to be more information that's going to be coming out as well. And so I'm probably going to jump on later and we'll talk about that and a bunch of stuff that I wanted to share that's outside, that's Scientology news related, but outside of the La Poubelle story. But so I'll probably have to do a couple videos today. Yes, my appreciation. All right, so let's get into this here. Where are we going to start? We are going to start early in the evening yesterday. So Josiah is someone who's protested before, and there's been some questions about him. And he's been showing up for the protest again. And last night he was arrested outside La Poubelle. And there's a couple theories about why he was arrested. And I think there's mainly two theories, and we're going to take a look at those. This happened early on in the evening. And there's links down below to all the videos that I'm going to share clips from. And I suggest that you follow all of those creators and subscribe to their channels and support them in any way that you can to help grow the channels. The more that we can grow all of this, the more the message gets out, the more that people will understand what Scientology is really about, and not just stop them from ever getting into it in the first place, but to help people who are there, who feel trapped, who maybe need just more motivation to see the writing on the wall. I spent 35 years in Scientology, and I can tell you, I didn't know I was in a cult. I was born into it, grew up in it, left with 3 generations of my family. And the longer I'm gone, the more and more I learn, especially with what we're seeing in recent events. It's not that I was questioning if it was a cult. It's a cult. I know this now. All right. Let's go back to what happened. What happened last night? I want to hear what you guys think too. So, if you're in the chat or the comments later, what do you think? Especially on there's a couple theories, like I said, on why Josiah got arrested, and we're gonna look at that. But definitely let me know your thoughts about it. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah. Uh-oh. What is going on? What? Whoa. What the heck? What are we doing? What's the reason? What's the reason? Where's the streets? I remember you. You know what they do. You know they keep making fake calls. That's what they do, bro. Got that light on everybody. We outside with it. All looking for one guy. For one officer. They just came out of nowhere. Yeah, bro. They just came out of nowhere. They just came out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, it has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with any of this. So why do you guys need so many cops for one person?
Dang, that's how my voice sounds.
Interesting. So I got a video, a clip where Scientology Audit Streets LA is talking about why Josiah may have been arrested, and you can hear in the background people were talking about how it wasn't related to what was happening right then and there at La Poubelle, which in itself is kind of interesting. Well, then what was it? What was it? So we're going to pop over and see what William Good thinks as a possibility of why Josiah was actually arrested last night, earlier in the evening. So let's jump over and give this a look and a listen. I swear, 5 cops, and they all surrounded us. And we all thought we were going to take it. I was like, streets better come get us all. How long ago? I think that's Sammy. How long ago now?
bet you didn't go to court. Sorry, guys. I had to get some.
Hear what he said? He said Josiah was supposed to go to court yesterday and he did not go to court. Or maybe he did not go to court. Regardless of why, because there is also, later on, I'm going to share a clip which gives more information about Josiah's arrest. I'm gonna try and do this as close to in the order of what we think happened as possible. But why arrest him there? Why wait till he's at La Poubelle to do this in front of other protesters? Was this some type of intimidation as well? They could have picked him up at home if it's related to what was happening last night. It just seems like an odd time to do it, but maybe that's how they do it. Maybe they want to do it when more people are around.
Thank you guys for the donations.
So he gets arrested. There's this woman who comes out of La Poubelle and hits the phones of some protesters. These things all kind of kick off and spiral. And you can see here, I'm going to share the clip where she comes out. Again, links down below for everything, so you can see the full videos. A couple of the videos coming up are going to be muted just because it was just one F-bomb after the other. We're far enough into the video that a few are okay. But probably not one after the other, but go watch it because it is intense. It is intense. So let's take a look at this lady who comes out and whacks the phone.
Yeah, I have gas, guys. I put $20 of gas.
And she's leaving, and she gets in the car. This girl, you're going to see, we're going to share the clip, hits two cars and still drives off. It was crazy. It was crazy. We're gonna take a look at one of the videos of that when Danny runs over there. It was just nuts. What's funny is when you go, I love it just because it is real life. It's just so crazy. To get into an altercation like that and then, swipe a car and still drive off.
Sorry, guys.
Those people were risking run over. She's crazy.
Let's move forward a little bit. Oh my God, she's literally running into Danny. She had came, guys. Is this real life? Oh, she's scratching this car right here. You're hitting the car. You're hitting the car, bro. What the hell? She just hit the car. No, she dead ass hit the car. Watch out. She hit the car. She burned you, guys. No, this one. That's his car. And there's Danny in the front of the car, practically on the way there. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh. So she leaves, but not before. I saw the one car that she hit. We heard that it was two, so I'm not positive which car was the other car. So she comes out and does that, and she leaves, right? So we know this. And then the same evening, KAM gets attacked. And we've got that from multiple angles. We're actually going to look at this from a few different angles. So let's take a look at the first one. And this is, we're getting into Hollywood Aja.
I'm watching Natalie.
And she's talking to this guy. You'll see, and he's like blowing smoke in her face. And then you'll see what happens. He didn't show up before yesterday. We're gonna blast your faces all over the internet. Support rapists. You went in there and support a place that Danny Masterson raped women. Who's that right there? Danny Masterson. No, the owner supported Danny Masterson after he was convicted. He wrote character letters. She still supported him. We're not talking about the cooking either. We're supporting that restaurant. They didn't show up before yesterday. How crazy is that? But we're gonna look at it from another angle. Because when you put them all together, it just really kind of gives you a good picture of what happened. But there's so much that happened, and it was like one thing after another. That and again, there's so many different streams, but I think we kind of pieced it together. So we know before Josiah gets arrested, right? That woman sideswipes the cars after reaching out and whacking the phones. Then this guy goes after KAM, and there's more to that. So check it out. You went in there and support a place that Danny Masterson raped women. Who's that? Danny Masterson. No, the owner supported Danny Masterson after he got convicted. He wrote letters.
Thank you guys. Guys, I'm not trying to leave nearby from where Danny is at, just in case Streets is coming. So whenever Streets is here, I could be here. Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting outside, but I wanna be there when he gets out. When Streets gets out. Anyways.
That guy assaulted someone. That guy assaulted someone.
Streets is gonna see Danny for me since I can't.
It's crazy too,
I know,
so
guys.
many different angles and try and put it all together to see what what's going on and what's happening and what for that to happen. Not that
His last name starts with a V, as in Victor. ILLEDA. My ID is expired. That's why they won't let me see him. I tried going to the DMV, but they're closed.
The poor guy, his phone was already broken from the last time that it got knocked out. And there's Danny, and they're recording. And that's the security guy there from Bell, who's trying to separate the guy who got into the altercation with them, who somehow between whacking out the phones and walking away has lost a sweatshirt and a shirt. And they take him down the street trying to separate him from the protesters, which is wise to de-escalate, right? But the crazy thing, even though we see what happened, you see it on multiple angles, what makes this even crazier is what comes up after that. Look at this guy, it's still smoking, just like nothing. They take him down the street. Things kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I have a birth certificate.
And at this point, then Scientology audit Streets LA, William Wu goes about like a block or two away. And he comes upon
I tried the kiosk. I just came from one and I couldn't.
So we're going to take a look at what he found when he followed in the direction that a police car was going that went by them. And he talks about it later. He says how it seemed like they were trying to get by without being noticed. And so he followed them. And this is what he found.
What did I stumble upon? Look at these guys. These guys are getting paid probably overtime to sit around and do absolutely nothing. You gotta be kidding me. Look at these guys. Look at another cop girl over there. Look at these guys. See what they're doing over there. Out of control. This is where our taxpayer dollars go. You got this SLO right here. Remember, he takes $185,000.
Okay, the police are staging themselves a distance away, and this is what William comes upon and finds. They're getting set up and ready to go arrest him.
That's what he made last year, $185,000 plus another $7,000 in benefits. They're looking at live streams. Oh man, see this? This detective, look at this. He's the biggest fucking piece of shit right here. You, right there, you're a piece of shit.
So he sees this. He can see that they're watching the live streams.
No, there's no way I can get a photo ID right now.
That they're staging to go over there.
I'm like a block away from where they're at right now, where Danny is at.
Then goes to head back to warn people and let them know that the police are coming in and what's up.
They're coming down here through crowd control. They're going to try to shut the place down. They're going to try to violate our First Amendment. That's why the cops see our streets. That's so see it. So I wouldn't mind this thing.
It's no vote. I'm still almost a little bit speechless about it. This morning, it's Saturday when we're doing this here. If you're watching it later, it's supposed to be my day to sleep until like 6 a.m. But it didn't happen.
No, he said to let me.
Like, hey, there's stuff that just went on. Like, I'm 2 hours ahead, so I'll go to sleep and then catch it early in the morning. And
They won't let me use a passport. I mean, they won't let me use a birth certificate.
to share what was happening because there was a lot. And it really helps me to put things together when you email me, Natalie@TalkTalk.com, and send me clips, timestamps, and all of that is super helpful. I really appreciate all of you who take the time to do that, truly. So he gets over right? It was both of them who somebody else struck them, whacked their hand or whacked the phone, and the one guy got LA Cam up against the car and definitely assaulted him. But so far, who's in handcuffs? The people who were assaulted, who were physically assaulted. That sounds on brand. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen? Have we ever seen the LAPD put a victim in a squad car with handcuffs? Why is it sounding so familiar to me? Does it sound familiar to you? Oh, it sounds familiar to me. All right, let's see where we're at here. I got another video. Hold on a second.
Look at these goofy cops!
All right, that's one we just saw. With another angle where the guy who did, who started with the assaulting is not in handcuffs. He's not. He's not. I know you would think we're in the upside down world right now, so things are backwards. You would think that it would be him, right? Like he would be maybe put in handcuffs at some point. Take a look at this. Take a look at this craziness. So this is after the cops come and they've taken LA Cam and Danny. And this is from Scientology Audit Streets LA stream. And he shows a great angle because he goes across the street and you really get to see how many.
Sorry guys, I'm I'm just watching the video.
All the LAPD was staged around the corner that William Booth came upon. You turn and you'll see. I mean, they got the street shut down in parts of it. Multiple police cars. Multiple. I don't know how many total that there were. But you get the idea. There was a huge response for this.
No, they didn't get released yet.
This was kind of sad to see.
Tal Street is blocked off, so I can't go through.
Hold on a second. That's a shot of DOA, Scotty's van, being impounded. And he got arrested, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that as soon as I find it again.
Like, I don't know yet. I don't feel like going home, because I know they're just going to be telling me crap about it, all this. They're just going to tell me things I don't want to be hearing right now at this time. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not want to be at my house because I know how my dad and my brother are gonna be. They're just gonna be telling me stuff, and then Tal's place is locked down right now. And honestly, yeah, we live with my parents. We live in the living room on the couch. We're technically renting the couch. I mean, Danny and I we're planning on moving out. We've been wanting to move out, but the streets around Tal's house is they're not letting anyone pass.
All right, hold on. Let's take a look at this. I heard too that William Good was going to try to get his car out of impound, get the van out of impound, the one that has Scientology's occult all over it, because it's like $250 a day to be an impound. So I hope that he does that. Or we're going to take a look at the moment when he got arrested. Yeah, good point by Tony. It's not just his van, it's his home. He travels around the country and he lives in his van.
Ah, I read my clock. Ah, I read my kick. When you got a gun for you psychopath, put the shotgun away, you fucking psycho. You just cocked it. It's because you're a Scientology. I saw you in the Scientology building.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing for Danny. Get. Oh my god. I just remembered. We were supposed to have our Valentine's dinner today.
Fucking piece of shit. You guys are drunk as hell. You're a piece of shit. Put the shotgun away, you psycho. Go get my camera. Get my camera.
They do come back and grab his camera for him. I don't know what they do with it though. But he gets arrested and taken away, and we're gonna get an update on that coming up to that. I got a clip about that. There's I have a clip of Leah, who's Danny's wife, who calls to find out, hey, what's happening? Where has he been taken? Why, and all of that. And we're gonna listen to that. This is Leah, and she is Danny's wife.
I was calling to see when my husband is being taken. Because,
Here's the phone number. 213.
213 356 there's no bell for right now. Thank you guys.
Conspiracy to possess tear gas? Is that what he said? It's pepper spray, right? Pepper spray, not the same as tear gas. Isn't tear gas, you take off the thing, you throw it, the gas, right? Versus pepper spray, which I think you can get at Walmart, and it's still no joke. I got pepper sprayed once. Not in the way that you would think. It was,
It's
on a family
10:15.
Myself and two of my kids got pepper sprayed, and my mom,
Thank you
when
guys.
my sister's father-in-law, who was an elderly gentleman at the time,
Okay.
found the bear pepper spray while we were in the middle of nowhere on a houseboat, and he decided that was a good time to test it. Sprayed it. We all got sprayed.
No, guys, I can't go see him.
Because we didn't see him do it. We just thought there was some gas on the houseboat that we were on. I'm standing there thinking, do I need to throw my children overboard? We don't know what's happening. People are like throwing up. It's nasty. It's nasty. That was the only time that I was pepper sprayed. Hopefully it will still be the only time. Now, with that update, so there's another update that we're going to look at. There was a call from Laura FM, and that gets shared, and we're going to give a listen to that because it gives more information about the arrest as well, Josiah's, and she had spoken to Scotty, DOA, defender of ants, while he was in jail there. So give this a listen.
Say something. Go ahead.
Thank you guys for the donations.
So I don't believe that it was the day that Aaron,
Thank you
growing up
guys.
in Scientology, was attacked by Patrick Perry and his dog. I think you're referring to, because Josiah wasn't even there that day. I could be
Holiday?
wrong,
Let me
but
check
I
for you
don't think
because
he
I don't
was.
even know.
There was an earlier incident, though. Do you guys remember when
President's
Patrick Perry
Day.
first came on the scene and his dog bit protesters? His dog bit Chris without a Hellcat and broke dividing people. Then he's in the same jail cell as Scotty. Ben Bacon. Ben Bacon is meat. Striking and telling. Earlier LAPD showed to an obvious fake shots fired call. They had to talk the cops down. Citizens shouldn't have to do that. Yes, we didn't even talk about that. Earlier on, David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology, the dictator of Scientology, should be there. So keep that in mind. We're going to do some special things that day too to share about it. Spit, thank you very much for the super chat. Folks, please use complex passcodes on your phone, not 4-digit codes. Use a UBI key and password manager, no text verification, and safe passwords. Don't have detailed notifications on lock screen. Video coming soon. Spit, Clearwater, Hoodie. I'm sure to pay attention too. Yes, Ashley, I agree. Thank you for that, Spit. That's super helpful. Super helpful. And there's Nancy sending a link to his YouTube as well, so get involved and subscribe.
I dropped them off after we found out where Danny was. I was gonna go to the DME to get
Snappy, I hope DOA can make it to Austin, babe. I've been waiting for that team up. Me too. It sounds like
yeah, that's fine, guys.
now,
Martha.
provided he's not in jail. But it's from what we're hearing is that they're going to be there till at least Wednesday. Monday is a holiday. It's President's Day. I don't know why that then becomes Wednesday, and who knows? Because remember when Aaron from growing
Danny and KAM is in downtown LA, and Scott DOA is in Hollywood still.
So as far as we know, they are still there. And but yeah, hopefully he'll be out for many reasons, but also to make that protest in Austin. Tony's saying it's utterly ridiculous that LAPD keeps being this stupid with false arrests. You wonder if they don't care. And there are so many cameras capturing everything, that psychopathic behavior. Yeah, it is something, definitely. Hutton is saying, unfortunately, they did get booked, unlike Aaron. That's true, because Aaron was held. He was detained there for hours, chained to a bench, and for a period of time, chained in the bathroom. But he was never booked, processed, fingerprinted. None of that. He was held. But it sounds like, does anyone know if it's all of them? So, Danny, LA KAM, and DOA. We know for sure that Josiah and DOA are still there being held. I'm assuming that LA KAM and Danny are still there as well. I haven't heard anything different that they're not. And some people are saying the chat.
Yeah.
Up all three. Okay. That's good to know. PSN cat food. The cops elevated the charges to a felony. That is why they will be in jail for so long. All right. And I did see
KAM is at
from
the
LAPD
Detention
booking,
Center.
which on DOA specifically saying that it was a felony charge. But I couldn't see what exactly the charge was. But it sounds like it has something to do with conspiracy to use tear gas. At least that's what Danny's wife was told, that it was for him. And I'm wondering, is that the same for Scotty, for DOA as well? And then what about LA KAM? What are they then holding LA KAM on? Because remember, he was the one who was attacked by the guy who ended up shirtless, who I did not see taken away in handcuffs. So Hutton is saying they all got the same charges. Even KAM is what they told Leah. So even KAM is getting that charge, which is interesting. That is so crazy. John Jay is saying it's confirmed they're holding all three of them till Tuesday for court. Tuesday makes a little bit more sense than Wednesday because Monday being a holiday. And of course, if they would be being held through the weekend, but because it's a holiday, there's one more day that they would be in there. Heather, this is what I'm wondering. The shirtless guy, is he in jail too? Not that we know of. Not that we know of. BS charges and they know it, yes. PSN Cat Food saying streets talked, so LA, Scientology audit, LA streets, William Good talked to the booking last night and they were all charged the same time. Oh my goodness. Just how does 2 and 2 make conspiracy to use, to possess tear gas? Neuropsych, how do you feel about these kids getting arrested early in life? Do you think they should get someone to help control their words like Mr. Good? To control their words when they're protesting? I hate seeing anybody arrested at any time. They know going out there and protesting that this is a possibility. They've seen multiple false arrests going on. It's always a possibility. It sucks. I don't like seeing it. I'm thinking about like LA Cam, and Danny and all of them. So somebody said 3, but isn't there 4 of them? Josiah in there, LA Cam, Danny, and DOA. Kate 76 is saying the police have 48 hours, and since Monday is a holiday, they can wait till Wednesday. And yes, the charges are felonies, conspiracy, and tear gas. This is a good point, Pumpkin Eater. The charges against them are posed to place them in a gang or mob group type of accusation, which they have been trying to get them with because they can shut the group down. That is very true. We saw that when Mindy was assaulted and she was being questioned by the police. It was a lot of like, what's the name of your group? What group are you with? Getting her to try to say there was a group. These are individual protesters and live streamers who know each other, are getting to know each other, who are supporting each other, who are bonding over the shared experience of exposing Scientology. That does not make them a gang. So Casey's saying a felony is up to 48 hours. But it does really seem like it was very orchestrated. Sarah, OMG, I guess Scientology has a new tactic now. Well, we were told by Betsy from Scientology in a leaked email that Scientology has new tools in place to deal with the protesters. That's crazy. Is this another one of those new tools? Well, Roxy girl, they were calm. The protesters aren't the problem. Don't watch it if you don't like it, but don't blame them. I know that some people, I've seen some comments in other chats as well with, feeling that them protesting at the restaurant may or may not be a good move. Tia Reed, I'm so sad they are victims, passionate protesters, literally crying. Aw, sending you a hug there. Yeah, they're dogs ruled. They will have to prove conspiracy, and they can't. I find it so interesting too that we've seen it through what they do. We've seen it through the false claims that they make to the police. It's painting this narrative. They're conspiring. Yep, Salty Rider, LOL, are the cop quotes. It was pepper spray. Was given to them by a watcher of their streams, which now seems like a setup. Maybe, maybe not. It's always questions that we gotta ask. Because it was someone who was supporting and gave them the pepper spray. Diary of a Ditch Witch. An extremely large peaceful protest happened in Dublin a few years back as part of a movement. The government threatened organizers with treason. Rot happens from the top down. Being in a gang illegal if you don't break the law? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Yep, Nebulous. Unlike Scientology, they are not members. Even they show up. Chris Without a Hellcat was there, and he talked about how he had just taken the week off. This is not as planned. The narrative that Scientology is trying to paint is going to be easy to disprove. Pumpkin Eater. Streets has video of the police watching their live streams down the road in a huddle before they came to arrest people. They didn't even need to be called. They showed up knowing who was being detained. That is very true because they were staging down the street. We shared a clip of that earlier in this video. So do we think that it was predetermined who was going to be arrested? That it was that they had thought before that, hey, there's protesters in this, gang that they're calling it, who are conspiring to use tear gas because it was pepper spray that was given the other day. It just, how is this getting to be a felony history? They did it in the 1970s. Scientology infiltrated 136 different government agencies. Who has a history of conspiracy and conspiring? The FBI then great critics of Scientology. They were stealing documents and putting in other documents. Who? Pot kettle, right? And this is very typical of what Scientology will do as well, to paint themselves as the victim.
Thank you.
So Ellen's saying that tear gas is considered a weapon. They have used it twice. It is a stretch, but I can see how that would be a narrative that Scientology might be holding on to, that, hey, they planned, and they used the word tear gas instead of pepper spray to the LAPD to gaslight them into doing this. Do we think, could they have had an arrest warrant ahead of time? I don't know. Because it seemed like they knew what they were going to go in and do. Suishful, thank you so much. The way that they went about it, absolutely. I don't doubt at all that this isn't a scare tactic that they want to use. Because that's the whole goal with Scientology. To try and put a head on a pike. That's what L. Ron Hubbard says to do. L. Ron Hubbard's playbook. When you're having to get in ethics, as Scientology says, on their own members too,
Thank
not
you,
just
guys.
people outside of Scientology being critical. He refers to, in a Scientology organization, if statistics are not going up, you need to put a head against them and use them as an example. So this is right out of the L. Ron Hubbard playbook, written way back when, which constantly fails and blows up in their face. And that's just going to happen again. That is going to happen again. It's going to backfire on them because they keep following the dictates of a man who wrote this in the 50s and 60s on how to deal with public relations and things like this. It didn't work then, and it's not going to work now. But that's completely what they tried to do, is to paint a narrative that the critic or the person who's asking questions about Scientology or the person who's sharing their story of abuse in Scientology.
Thank you, guys.
That they dead agent them. So Scientology puts together files on people, and then they give them to law enforcement if it's someone who, like the protesters, that completely was done. Remember back when they were in front of the Hollywood Testing Center, what happened? The Scientologists came out with cameras, and they wanted to identify protesters to start their files, to get those files going. Nancy's sharing Scotty DOA's Cash App. You can see it there. Amanda, thank you so much. Watched live, totally planned. The pepper spray wasn't even Danny's, was Confident Chris who used it. CC said so after the attack on KAM. Okay, so Confident Chris said so after the attack on KAM. Wow. That is just nuts. And Tasmini is saying, just jumped over to Leah. I think she was told Danny is not downtown. He's at the Hollywood station. Hard to hear, but I think that's what the officer told her. We shared a clip of a video where she was given a number of where he was and why he was being held. Ellie, remember the LAPD approved and initiated the pepper spray the night before.
What's going on here?
Pippi Longstocking, Scientology is a criminal organization, no doubt about it. This we know. This we know for sure. For sure. Definitely.
Correct. It wasn't. Yeah.
Leah has towel with her. That's good. That's good. Dr.
From what we know,
asks,
yeah,
there are
yes.
3 rules of abuse. There is always a victim. Don't be it. If you get caught, claim to be the victim. We've seen that over and over again. Smith saying it's wild how people are interpreting the multiple angles of video in this strange and pejorative way in favor of the attacker that clearly snapped and lunged and was quickly restrained and fell. I agree. Desert Dog, they get assaulted, 0 response. They start defending themselves and get arrested. Yes, we have seen this. We've seen this play out. Jessica got punched in the chest by a guy and the police never showed up. Hours. Deborah saying confident Chris did not pepper spray. It was Chris without a Hellcat. Melissa saying anyone in LA, including myself, need to come out and protest. There's so much crime here, and that this is what they're spending our time and money on. That is very true. That is very true.
Someone
I
put.
don't doubt too that more people aren't going to come out.
Someone in her chat put that I'm DOA's wife.
Okay. What this is going to do is just fuel the fire in terms of wanting.
Not today. The last time
justice to happen for the people who should
that I've eaten was the farmer's boy.
This repeated arresting the victims, it's I've never seen. I've personally not seen anything like it. And yes, my Tony, subscribe to all the SP Nation creator channels. Tons of SP TV channels. Definitely down below I have links to everybody's video that I shared. Would love it if you would subscribe there as well. Your guys' support and showing up makes all of this possible. Go ahead and like this video so we can get it out. And hit the subscribe button as well. I'd really appreciate it. Are you gelling? The attacker has a record. Tell us more about that, Are you gelling? And then Nancy for all these false charges and conspiracy with the cult of Scientology.
Leo, what's her channel?
That is the $1 million question. It's so obvious. We could go through video after video.
It's
after video,
Scientology, life after a cult.
Witness. And it's so obvious that there's conspiracy
But
going on.
the ad is Natalie Webster X Sea Org.
It's just so blatant.
Sorry, guys. Excuse me.
See if Are You Gelling jumps in and shares about that. I've got another video coming with which I'm probably going to do later today because there's so much more news about Scientology that we're not getting to in this video. So I do believe I'm going to do another one, and we're going to share some Pearl Snappy news as well. Carrie Berry's mom, I'm so depressed, losing faith in our legal system. Well, if it helps, the police in Austin seemed pretty cool and cooperative, and there were some too in San Diego. But yeah, I know, I hear ya, I feel ya. Mama Elf, thank you so much. Weren't there more than one pepper spray incident out there yesterday? Maybe that's where the conspiracy with spray comes from. It could be, but the thing is, they were already like. My question is, how long were they staged over
Streets.
there? It didn't seem
I'm
to
waiting
be
for
like it was
him to say he's
after
nearby,
this happened.
so I could
Or was it?
be waiting for him outside.
That's a really good question. Laurie Plays. Hey, Laurie. I'm retired law enforcement. I'm so ashamed that this is happening. They are so corrupt. That's right. Laurie Plays protests out in Clearwater in front of the Scientology buildings there, which is the flag land base where the highest levels in Scientology are delivered. And she's out there regularly surrounded by Science. Happened like that. With a little bit of it. Didn't he have kind of like, I think he got it on Julie, yes, it is really obvious. The LAPD needs to be investigated by another agency. The guy attacker is Jordan Rololaza. He had a manslaughter charge and got off. Terry says it's because he killed a person in car racing. Yep, Mama Elf, the timing is sus. A lot about this is sus. Very much so. Very much so.
What's going on?
Gotta love it. Stronghold of corruption, not as widespread in other states. Hi, Laurie. That's good. That might restore some of our faith in law enforcement.
Jenna.
Sherry, they wanted everyone to fight so they could say it's a riot. I'm so proud of the protesters for following the law while making their legal rights seen and heard. Yes. Did seem that way, didn't it? There was a question. Yes, Brittany, free the boys. Salty Rider, we have time. We're fine. There's nothing to see here. There's not. Chris 10 is saying Danny has had 3 pepper spray incidences in the last few days, all with police being called and all outside of the restaurant. Maybe they feel he is asking for it even though he isn't. That could be a narrative that they're trying to push. You know, you just give them a little bit to hang on to and they will run with it. Selfless Self is saying, was a lot of the same cops from the first arrest in the day from the first video that you showed. A lot of the same police were there to arrest Danny. That is a really good point, because if they can get him to incite a riot, then they have people on other charges. And I'm very glad that, like someone has commented as well, that the protesters don't take the bait for that. Ginger O'Snip, yeah, I don't think another agency should be over it. I think normal people should be the agency. To Harry is saying that KAM, so LA KAM's attacker, got 1 year probation when he pled no contest to manslaughter for a car race that someone died in. Oh, that's so sad. Heard it on YouTube that the helicopter was close when they lit DOA up and arrested him. The jacket was blown by the prop wind. Is that what was causing that? And you could hear the helicopter. I mean, it was crazy. It was such a scene. Okay, so Sandy's saying they showed up today to check to see if there was a permit for the enclosure.
Yeah,
I thought that was yesterday, but maybe they came back again today. It's only 8 o'clock there in the morning right now. But yeah, I saw there were people showing up to see if they had a permit and if it was being used correctly.
It's not. Is it on this one?
Tanya's saying some inspectors came out to investigate the tent and that it's on DOA Defender Advance Live. That must have been where I saw it. And Amanda's saying they use it for smoking, which is illegal, according to the compliance guys that came out yesterday. Aha! That is true. And it's taking up so much of the sidewalk. Nebulous. Good point. Imagine thinking you can be attacked and not have a right to protect yourself or others.
What's going on?
Isn't that the truth? And Marie D saying, it's interesting how the mainstream media isn't picking this up, not even TMZ. Yeah, you would think, especially something like TMZ, where they're out there, right there in Hollywood. I don't know. That's a good question. more and more, we're seeing it spread all over YouTube. There are more and more creators who are starting to pick up investigating Scientology who had never covered it before, which is good. Holly's saying that even if they tow DOA's van, they can't search it without a warrant. I do believe that that's true. And in this time, they don't have to give any information to requesters. So people who are calling to find out, you're saying they don't need to give them information about what's happening or what's going on. It'll be real interesting to see if they really do hold them till Wednesday, or is it going to be Tuesday? And hopefully, Sandy, yes, the permit is supposed to be posted on the outside so people can see it fail, and they are going to keep up the investigation on the structure. So that structure that's outside of La Poubelle sounds like it's very possible that it's a violation and may not even have a permit. It'll be real interesting to find out, because at least then there'll be more room on the sidewalk. Jess Z, can you or somebody email me, Natalie@tonkatalk.com? Thank you to the people who responded that the liquor license expires in April. I'd love to see that. Nancy, thank you for the reminder. We're playing the birthday game. Scientology plays this birthday game for L. Ron Hubbard because his birthday's on March 13th. And my gift to L. Ron Hubbard, to Scientology, I'm going to grow
No,
my
I'm
channel
not sleeping,
to
guys.
20,000 subscribers by his birthday. We're getting there. So everybody go hit that subscribe button right now, so we can play the birthday game, and I can give that to Scientology. Here you go. Hip hip. Hooray. Monica's saying that William Gooch said he contacted a ton of news outlets. Good. Liz Ritchie has said media was there last night, so hopefully we'll see something then. And remember, if you see something, say something. Email it to me at Natalie@tonkatalk.com. I saw this too. The code enforcement guy was really friendly talking to DOA and confirmed that if there is a permit, it is supposed to be posted. All right, so that was the permit for the structure that's outside of La Poubelle. Kari, thank you. The victims should be filing complaints with the DOJ Civil Rights Division. No kidding. And you know, a DOA, Scotty has been in multiple protests. He's referred to himself as a professional protester, so I'm sure too he knows, or will definitely let him know if he doesn't know what, you know, where he can get some support. Malta, would the LAPD have conspired to arrest more innocent people if Streets LA hadn't discovered them setting up and ran to warn them? Yes, that's a good question. Because they were around the corner watching the live streams and waiting. Salty Rider saying they can do an inventory search and can use anything they find to get warrants, which then they could use to search the van, I think is what you're saying. Michelle, why were they able to take DOA's van? They impounded it. So, you know, somebody who knows a little bit more about law enforcement, maybe you can tell us. Why did they take it? Because are they taking it with the intention to search it? Do they have a warrant for it? Does anyone know how that works when you get arrested? Or is that automatic if you have a vehicle and you get arrested that it's impounded? I don't actually know. Suki saying you have to flood media to get them to do anything. Even then, they most likely won't because of the cult of Scientology. They're not going to be able to not talk about it for much longer. And factually, I think that more people are reached on YouTube than by mainstream media. So we have that. They're definitely behind the 8 ball on this. Or they're just coming up on it. Just a Northern girl. William has been working with a large news outlet that is supposed to start coverage in the next week or two. I imagine that might be expedited now. Right? You would hope so, yeah. How can it not expedite it? I hope so. Fila saying Michael and Serge were asking for DOA's phone from the cops, but they picked it up and said they were going to keep it instead. I bet they're going to keep his phone. Brittany, I was so angry last night, I rage cleaned my fridge. That's a great thing to put it into, right? To get that frustration. And I love a good rage clean. Definitely. Putting in, just getting organized and rage cleaning a closet. As you note, TMZ has been paid off to not report stuff that has to do with Scientology celebrities. Interesting. I would not put it past them. Yep, you're right, Little Miss Sunny. Unfortunately, the protesters have been labeled police haters, and therefore the police will show up in force. Yes. And despite the fact, too, that I know I've shared multiple videos with positive interactions between protesters and the police. It's not all, confrontational. Tanya, did you see how fast the viewers got the girl with the car's Twitter and IG account? Dang, I know, I did. The girl who smacked the phone when she was coming out of La Poubelle and then swiped two cars and then still took off. Now, she was with somebody else. I don't know factually for sure who was driving. Did that show up on the stream for anybody if it was her actually driving? If so, let me know. But yeah, I was seeing that people right away just so fast. I am so amazed by people and their investigative skills. It's the beauty of the internet and things happening in real time.
How do you think I feel that I can't even go see him?
The streets down. Helicopters, it reminded me of when Aaron was arrested and detained not that long ago when he was in Los Angeles. Aaron from growing up in Scientology. The helicopters, the closing off to the street, the excessive police presence. How many, weren't there like six, seven LAPD squad cars when Aaron was picked up? And I think people are right in that their expectation, let's call it expectation. Oh, was that a riot would start? Both when Aaron was picked up and then last night, the way that was handled, was that the ultimate expectation? Freedom Press, yep, the cops are trying to get them on anything to shut them down. They got the info from on their live streams. Yes. Absolutely. And really, if you're watching it too on the live stream, which we all are watching these different live streams, isn't it amazing how you can watch the same thing as someone else, but they have a completely different interpretation of what happened? And that's shaped by, I would say, what their intention or agenda is, and to get it to be able to fit that, which it seems to be doing that. In this situation, the LAPD, that is what they seem to be doing. Looking at the live streams, it's really a stretch. Conspiracy with tear gas. What tear gas? Are you jealous? Streets is the one who called code enforcement. So on the structure that's outside.
Yeah, turn on music.
Of La Poubelle. That's great. Desert Dog is saying that NBC was there and left before the arrest. There was a shots fired call earlier. Yeah, earlier there was a bunch of police there, and I'd heard that was happening. Sue, I agree. It seems like federal attention will be needed since LAPD is involved. At what point, who would actually be investigating the LAPD? I'm curious about that. And at what point you're going to start asking? Does another body that maybe should be keeping an eye on them raise these questions?
No, I can't see him.
Yeah, Pumpkin Eater, they knew he. Lily, maybe. She says, I'm sure they were hoping to arrest Streets, too. Kay Taylor, thank you. I live in LA County. These cops escalate situations. There is a no de-escalate with them. Thank goodness for Streets. Interesting. There's a no de-escalate with them. If the narrative from Scientology is that these protesters are part of a gang or some organized group, it's these protests shut down because they beat this a First Amendment audit of the LAPD and filming the police, and sharing about the corruption, catching them breaking laws that all the rest of us are supposed to follow. Being at networks and streamers can be held, detained, with the hope of later getting a warrant to search the vehicle, ostensibly preserving any evidence with probable cause. Tim says, TMC, what is the LAP going to do when LR case starts? Oh, when the Leo Remini case starts, right? It will not. For Scientology, we've seen LAP. PSB is saying,
Where? It's P. Oh, is this like in here now? Hey. Yeah. Most likely, yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm waiting on Streets, guys. I want to be here when he goes in. I want to be here when he comes out. Yeah, I'm a block away from where Danny is at. Oh, I'm stuck. I haven't slept. I haven't technically eaten anything yet. The last time I ate was at Farmer's Boy with Tal. No, we were pretty much up going to different police station trying to find out where they're at. I can't go to Taos. The street is being blocked off. I'm not sure why. Center. Not even to call. Thank you guys. Whoa, that's a lot. What's going on? Sorry guys, noise please not letting me come in. I need to go here. Yeah, I kind of live far, guys. And from here, I kind of live like 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm sick. I have the sniffles. The sniffles. Stuffy nose. Whoa. Guys, I will not be able to visit Danny. I have streets doing that. Ooh. Thank you guys. It's okay. Yeah, I'll get some food in probably in like an hour or something. Guys, I don't like asking for things. If you guys want to, you guys could. I just don't like asking. Kimberly. I mean, if you guys want to, sure. Okay, so when they told me, so when visiting, okay, for Danny, okay, so what the officer told me is that one person could per day, only one person could go see that one person. So let's say if I went to go see Danny, I have 15 minutes to be with it or to be able to talk to him. And then if I wanted to go see Cam, I could. And that'll be for another 15 minutes, for Cam's 15 minutes. And if I wanted to see DOA, if he was there, yes. That one person could see all three of them, and they'll have their separate 15 minutes. Yes, so Streets could visit all three of them if they were here for 15 minutes each person. Because DOA is still at Hollywood. Danny and Cam are here at the downtown.
That's total BS. Total BS. My mom, when it got baptized in a Christian church, after, while still in Scientology, and my mother was like at what's called Operating Faith Level 7 on the Scientology bridge to total faith. And she got in trouble for it. She got in total trouble for it. She didn't care. She was just poking the bear at that point. I think she wanted to see what they would do. She wasn't going to let that stop her.
So Danny,
could you share the turning point to make you leave for those of us that didn't know? There were so many things, and there's the very first interview that I did on YouTube with Aaron Royal in Scientology. If you can handle it, it's almost.
so from what I know, Danny, because this is what the cop told us, that Danny has 4 calls per day. He has 4 calls that he could do per day, I think. I think it's per day.
And I was at the mall, and there was a mall shooting, and I was hiking out to the Journey store, and all I could think about is that I could find him, and what would happen. I would have spent my entire life
Sonia, yes, I received it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I couldn't let go of the thought of that. Wow, I could have. I mean, I've talked about this here, but it just really was a wake up call for me. And that thing, that happens sometimes, right? When you're close to a situation that's very threatening. You feel very threatened. Your own survival. What am I gonna do? That's the thing that psychology just doesn't have. The next generation just coming in that they did it. There's in my family there were, if you count my grandpa, who became my dad, grandpa dad, and I talk about that story in other videos, I would have been a third generation Scientologist, but I pretty much count from my mom, since grandpa dad was by marriage. Long story short, my mom married a Scientologist when I was 5 years old. Some years later, she divorced him and
Hi
she married
guys,
his
I'm
dad.
back.
So my grandpa became my dad, therefore grandpa dad. And so that would have made me a third generation Scientologist, but I really count from my mom. So second generation Scientologist. My kids, unfortunately, were third generation Scientologists, but mainly my daughter, my oldest daughter. The younger two didn't really get into doing that much. And this is something that Scientology did not count on. They did not count on it. What they are experiencing is a whole generation of people who
Sonia, yes, it did.
who knows exactly what the deal is, who
Thank
knows
you.
exactly what was done. Maybe we didn't always know exactly because they hide a lot of stuff, and one hand often does not tell the other hand what it's doing. But we're putting together the pieces, and it's going to be their downfall, because the only thing more dangerous than somebody who is, like hurt and broken and angry about Scientology is somebody who's done a lot of healing and is trained in Scientology and likes to talk about it and thinks it's funny at times. That should be way scarier. Second generation, third generation Scientologists who have been exposed also to enough of the world to know that Scientology is a cult and this is not normal behavior. It is through people never in Scientology
Thank you.
that I was able to leave that cult mentality. And even though it's been 13 years, I still feel, there's just more work to be done there. I think it'll always be that way. I was in it for 35 years. I've been out for 13. So it would stand to reason that, hey, here and there still might be things that I run into, and there are. But they didn't count on it. They didn't see it coming. Alvin Hubbard did not write a policy about that. Yet he said that we come back. And I guess we do. We are coming back, aren't we? Second generation, third generation Scientologists. We are coming back. We're coming back to kick Scientology's ass and expose it for the cult that it is. So I guess we are back. So maybe they're right about that. Maybe it is true. Maybe the Sea Org motto of "we come back" is a thing. Because so many of us, we're back. Just not in the way that they hope. Just not in the way that they hope. Hey, Laura. Is Laura still here in the chat? Laura FM? Laura, if you're still here, let's see. Do you have an update or anything? I know people are asking. Where are you, Laura? Where are you? Whoop, whoop. Oh, hey, there you are. Hey, Laura, you want to jump in? I think I just sent you the link, right? Laura, can you want to jump on? I don't know if you're in a place where you can, but I am going to send you.
My foot hurts.
Send you a link. Did she see? Did anybody answer? I'm actually going to email it to you because I'm not able to send it from where I am at now. Oh, this is weird. Why is my... Oh, darn it. You know what? I'm on the wrong computer. So I don't have your email.
Yeah, I have Danny's phone. Serge gave it to me last night at the police station.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that. Leah, welcome. You're in the chat too. I think I can text it. Oh, you know what? I can text it. I'll just plug in her number. Laura, if you can hear me, Laura FM, I'm I'm going to send you a link and let me know if you can join.
That's it.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, DOA's was the only phone.
What did I put you in my phone as? Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Hold with me, people. Hold with me. There we go. Right there. Edit. All right. So it's on your phone if you're around. If you're around, Laura, we'll see if she's able to pop in or not. Mary, what? Did you all know that militant Scientologist Elena and Grant Cardone set up a GoFundMe for Trump's money in his judgment for New York? No. Do you have a link? That's curious. I'm curious there. Definitely curious. One thing I'm curious about is we look at what's going on right now, right? With Celebrity Center is putting manure all around there, building some kind of poop moat. We saw the leaked email earlier saying from Betsy from Scientology that was leaked saying that don't worry, we're going to have tools in place to deal with them, meaning the protesters, meaning the people who are out there live streaming. They're going to just repeat this over and over again. And we've had reports of nails and tires. We've had multiple things. Confident Chris was attacked. There's been other attacks. And unfortunately, there's probably going to be more stuff like that because Scientology has to follow what L. Ron Hubbard said. And what he said is to don't defend yourself, just attack. Wear them out. Wear people out so that they just will stop their attacks and stop talking about it. That's exactly what they're saying. Sandra Sand, protesters were attacked on Thursday and no one was arrested. Attacked on Friday and they wait until it's late to arrest them. This was calculated so they would have to stay in jail over the long weekend. Yes, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Because Monday is a federal holiday. Alex, question, what if the police are trying to arrest the whole Squirrel Squad? Then when they get out, they give them restraining orders that they have to stay away from the business. Could be. Could be. I mean, their tactics don't make a lot of sense, seem to be very successful, but, I wouldn't put it past them. The Michael Malley Show. Does Scientology let you vote for president of the USA? Okay, so this is interesting. Back in my day, we never voted. Maybe, I don't know if no one just never asked me, but I have heard since then that, yes, they'll have Sea Organization members vote for certain politicians, especially in local elections in Clearwater and Los Angeles. And I've heard that and tell them who to vote for, which you're totally not supposed to do, but they do it. Scientology does a lot of things that you're not supposed to do. Yes, so I was thinking that too. But that's interesting to hear. Like, I need to learn more about that. Bo Beats, hey. Did you catch Aaron's vid shouting out your channel views? He said you're killing it. I say you're straight up and vertical. I did not, but thank you. I'm gonna go watch that. How did I miss it?
Thank you, June. Thank you.
How did I miss? I watch all Aaron's videos. There's my girl. Hold on. Hey, Laura.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. I think you're.
Foxy, can you hear me, Fox?
Oh, look at Foxy.
Can you hear me, Fox?
Laura, I'm wearing your hoodie.
I see that. I was like, look at you. It's awesome.
Yes. I slept in it and I'm still wearing it. The day's half over here.
That's okay. We went to bed quite late last night because we were outside the Hollywood, the police station. They arrested LA KAM, Danny, and DOA. And
Thank you, Sonia.
Them they're trying to charge
Thank
them
you,
for
guys.
tear
Thank you.
gas. Let me. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this weirdly for a second, guys, so I can read the exact thing. Yeah, they're charging them with conspiracy with tear gas. Conspiracy and tear gas. But I spoke to Scotty last night. He he actually ended up, he's in a cell with Josiah.
Yeah.
And you know, he got arrested earlier, right, during the protest, which we were told at the time had nothing to do with the protest, and apparently it was about some immigration paperwork or something like that. Then Scotty told me last night that they're keeping them there until obviously Wednesday morning because of the holiday or weekend or whatever it is. So
Yeah. With Josiah's thing being, where were you told that it was an immigration issue?
at the protest, I mean, that could have just been anything. Like they, you know, in the chat, some people were saying, "Oh, it's not about the protest. It's some other issue that's not about this protest."
Yeah.
And Scotty told me last night from the cell that actually Josiah and him are in the same cell, and that the reason he was arrested from the protest in front of Celebrity Center in La Poubelle last night was for the incident with the dog man.
Okay, now, it wasn't the first incident, because you remember the first incident, the dog man, I mean, that dog bit Chris without a Hellcat, broke through a jacket, because
The reason they arrested Josiah is because they're saying that he instigated the
Thank
dog.
you, guys. Thank you.
during that first dog attack?
Months ago, yeah. Dude, this has nothing to do with the timelining and everything. This is a complete joke. This is so corrupt. That the Hollywood PD arrested Josiah for something that happened 2 months ago about this Scientology attacker Perry dog guy that has had his dog or somebody else's dog attacking multiple protesters. And so they chose to arrest Josiah 2 hours before they arrested DOA and KAM and for being attacked and defending themselves
On a holiday weekend. I'm sure that
they knew exactly what they were doing. They know, like,
Oh,
guys, this is
guys.
no, like, oh my God, they got them right on Friday. No, they purposely had them in, and they said Friday, right after, you know, last night, they said that, like, no, it's a holiday, we're closed, and we're not going to be opening up until Wednesday morning. They are purposely doing this to make Cam, to make Danny, to make, you know, Scotty feel that they have to abide by something, you know, that make them feel like they've done something wrong. You know, even labeling them with this BS thing. Conspiracy tear gas? No, pepper spray is not tear gas. So, and that's the only thing that was involved in terms of gas or any sort of.
Thank you,
know,
guys.
so obviously, yeah, they're gonna try to charge them for this, but this is all corrupt. Like this is the police officers last night, the way they handled everything, the way they, you know, took Josiah first, then 2 hours later, they, you know, it's just the police officers showing up, 6, 7 cabs, helicopters, just for what?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know anything about the guy who actually attacked LA Cam?
Like he was drinking, he was buzzed or something already. He had such an gross egotistical attitude. And when they were telling him, he was being like, well, so what did I do wrong for eating here now? And as you can hear, as one of the ladies there that were protesting were also saying, you're eating at a restaurant that is rapist, and we're trying to tell you, and they get this concept is like, oh, well, I'm not the raper, or I didn't a long time ago. You know, eating here now. What am I doing wrong there? So, anyways, during that time, Cam and I forgot her name, very sweet. Basically, we're trying to tell him this is why it's not okay. You're eating in a restaurant, and then as he's doing that, you see him just immediately smack Cam's phone out. And then it just from there, that's when I think DOA jumped in and was like, you know, grabbed him in a chokehold and basically was like, you don't do that. Like that was just his instinct. So then they decided
to hold on to him. Did that guy? Did he get taken away? Did he go to the jail?
So like all I see, no, it's like all I seen is put this shirt off, everybody else getting arrested, and I don't even know what the hell happened to that guy.
Yeah,
taken away. I mean, he should also be in the jail, right, until Wednesday morning. So I don't know. We're gonna find out a lot more about this, but if there's a way that we can get him out before Wednesday, I mean, we're all on it. So, and they're not allowing bail, so there's no, obviously we would have done that right away. They're just not allowing anything because they're corrupt and they want to try to intimidate these protesters. And honestly, that's not what's going to happen. We're going to get more intense. We're going to get more dedicated to exposing these little, Scientology connected businesses, crime, Scientology crime. I was going to say crimers, but people who commit crimes and think they can get away with it through auditing of Scientology or ethics check-checking. It's like, no, the law is going to know about it all. And the bigger thing about La Poubelle that people obviously they're aware of, but is not just Danny Masterson's rape. La Poubelle has a lot more dirty interactions and covered up so many other crimes other than just this Danny situation. And multiple times. Danny raped multiple people. He only got convicted of 2 in the court. 3 were, in the 3 were there in the court to be dealt with, but only 2 got convicted. So there's more people that he's done this to. And it's not just like, oh, he did this so long ago. It's a whole tie-in to Scientology. It's the owner of La Poubelle and the manager and everybody who went there, all the Chris Mastersons and the Baldwins and everybody connected to Danny Masterson and even Lisa Marie Presley and all these people. That was the restaurant to go to if you needed to have a higher status or, whatever the hell, and have your discounted rate for being such an ethical, whatever, Scientologist.
Well, they got a discount on top of it. Do you know where LA KAM is being held?
Last night, from what we heard, or late this morning, I should say, I believe that they put LA KAM and Danny in the downtown. They brought them downtown. So
they're
again,
there.
we'll find out more about that. Why did they separate them up? What's the deal with that? We don't. That's. Like they specifically are not, they didn't give us any detail. They know what they're doing. They're not like, they're just saying it's closed until, because of the holiday, they're not getting out till Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Wow. It definitely seems like that was intentional on all the days. Like, let's wait till the holiday weekend.
I can't express this more than what I am. It was 100% intentional. They knew exactly what they're doing. They're trying to intimidate the protesters, saying we're going to arrest you, we're going to have you in jail, and you're going to wish you didn't even waste your time doing this. It's going to happen. It's just the same thing with the police is the same mechanisms that Scientology tries to use, bullying and all sorts of deranged tactics that eventually are just going to show the police who they are. It's going to show their connections, their ties. Why are they doing these things when certain things are happening? So this is happening more often. It's guys, this is protesting. This is activism. This is what happens when you start to get into something that people are trying to cover up.
Yeah. And pepper spray is not tear gas. That's the thing too. That's that seems like a big stretch. So earlier this morning when I did a stream, I shared a clip of you calling out the guy from the Stand League. I don't know if you remember that. It was during the day at the blue buildings.
Oh, yeah, Tony. This guy, Tony.
Yes.
He's complete scam. Dude, this guy, like you said, OSA, definitely. This guy has been on Scientology's side since day one. Before we even had our interaction, before he smacked the phone out of my hand and was acting like a crazy person. Yeah. The reason he got so upset so quick when I was like, I don't care, he said something like, I'm talking to them. He went over to Alexa from Eat Predators and her husband and stuff and trying to be sweet. And I was like, no, we're doing a protest. You can't tell us to quiet down or do this at another time. It was the middle of the afternoon. Yeah. This guy has been he smacked this out of my hand. He chose not to speak to me. And when I did, I said, I don't care what you say. We need to say, you should care what we're saying. And he got offended. That's when he lost it and stuff. So this guy has been, just happens to be around asking confident Chris, oh yeah, what happened? Are you okay? He was there an hour before, in the rain, before Confidence Chris got attacked. He was talking to him about his cheap umbrella. This guy is a local, quote-unquote, reporter guy that literally votes in for when Scientology needs something. He's on their side. He's totally in the pockets of Scientology. I don't care if it's because he's lived there forever. He feels like he has, whatever the reason is, whether he's an OSA, whatever. he is so dirty, and I mean, this is my own opinion. This guy has something or has knowledge to do with Confident Chris getting beat up.
Yeah, I think you're right. Telperian says, thank you. Please be careful next week. They know you're coming, and I fear they will try to escalate even further.
Here, honey, guys, there's no fear in this. DOA is absolutely fine. He knows his laws. I mean, yeah, LA KAM, they know what's going on. It's not like they're immature. They're young, they're sweet, but they're not immature. They know what they're doing. They know the laws, and so, yeah.
Honey in the Rock.
Sorry, I was also going to say there's no fear, because what are they doing? Arresting them for false charges? Like, what are they going to do to me? Arrest me for false charges? Great. I get a lawyer and we fight it. Like, this is what's going to happen. So,
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
The good question here. Honey in the Rock, thank you. Wasn't Dogman supposed to go to court on Thursday? I wonder if that is part of it. Wasn't Dogman supposed to go to court on Thursday? I wonder if that isn't part of it. Because he did.
I don't know. Right? It could be that maybe Josiah was supposed to show up for that court case. I don't know. Again, we're going to find out more. Scotty called me, and I was just like, oh, on the, they're like an inmate, whatever, right? And then it says, like, you have 1 minute left. So it's kind of like, okay, is there anything else you need to tell me? And he's just kind of like, no, this is all just, he's like, yeah. So he's pretty calm and cute and collective as usual, but he just seemed like, yeah, they're going to try to keep us here till Tuesday. And he's worried about his van being in the tow lot because it's all this is purposeful. The police officers know that they're going to, like, right away they towed his van, right? They towed another person's car that was by it. So it's all just, they're doing this because they know, oh, good, the 4 days, the van's going to be in the lot. Now they're going to have to pay this money to get it out and da-da-da. So for all y'all listening, for when we need to possibly help support DOA or whatever to get his van out and little things like that so that we can continue doing what we're doing.
Does he have legal help? Do they need, like, a lawyer yet?
No, they literally won't give him bail or anything. Not for any of them. They're just saying, oh, well, yeah, it's closed, so you guys are going to have to wait till the weekend. After the weekend. That's it. Like, it's just gross.
Wow. Maria, thank you. Osa, Henrique in Theta. Henrique in Theta. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So as far as you know, he shared that he's doing all right there in jail.
Yeah, he said, I'm doing fine. He said they're actually really nice in there. They gave him, like, some extra orange juice and bologna sandwiches and whatever. So they're fine. Like, his voice is fine. He's obviously just like, it's corrupt. I'm sure nothing he's not used to, you know?
Yeah.
So, but they are fine. It's just interesting that when he called, he tells me, oh, Josiah was actually arrested for the dog incident, from 2 months ago. That had nothing to do. But you see that these are the little LA Hollywood department tactics. They want it to make it seem like, oh, 7 cars are pulling up to arrest the protesters, and they're just taking Josiah. Oh, what's Josiah getting? It's all. If you knew where Josiah is, just you got to go up through it. Why are you bringing 6 cab cars in? Police cars. So it's
Hello? Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? So I just got a call from Danny. And then he said that he's okay. But after he gets out, he's done. It's cutting off. I know. But the thing is, it's exactly what they want. No. I was trying to record the phone call, but his side is it was really low. So pretty much he just asked what's happening out here, and well, he's like, I'm at the detention center. I'm like, I know, I found you. I haven't slept the whole night. I've been going to different police stations because the Hollywood police station wouldn't answer, and the officer never came back to give me an update. And no, DOA is at the Hollywood police station. KAM and Danny are here at the detention center. Pretty much he was asking what's happening out here. And then he's like, it's crazy how we do PPAs and nothing happens. And like, just like that, they come after us. And I told him, they targeted you guys because they came for you guys directly. And streets found them watching the streams. They were hiding out like a block away, and they were watching the streams. And while they were being detained going inside the cars, I told them that none of the cops wanted to see the videos. None of the cops wanted even look at the phones. And we were trying to show them the videos, and they just didn't want to look at it. And then he's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, we tried showing all the videos. They just didn't want to see it." And And then I told him that he has four phone calls per day. And then I told him that I could go see you. Well, someone could go see you, but I can't. My ID is invalid because it's expired. So I asked Streets to come visit you since I can't, and Streets is gonna be there today. You only get one person for 15 minutes. And then we only had a minute left. The machine's like, you have 1 minute left. And then he asked for his parents. I told him, yeah, I know. They know. I'm keeping them updated. And he's like, what are they asking? And I told him just to keep, they're just asking me to keep them updated. And then that's when the phone call dropped. So that's when I decided to call Streets right now. Streets said he was gonna be here around 1, a little bit before 1. So I'm gonna wait it out. No bail has been set, not until they go to court. But he did say that after this, he's done. He's done. And that they won. Yeah, it's the stuffy nose, guys. Hello? 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 It's low. It's low. No, it's really low. You okay? You okay? Speak a little bit louder. No, no, I found you. I've been away all morning. I went to
To accept this call. To deny this call, press 2. Thank you for using Telmeet.
hello? 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 It's low. Hello? It's low. No, it's really low. You okay? It's really low. You okay? You okay? Speak a little bit louder. No, I know. Speak a little bit louder. No, I know. Hello? Hello? It's low. Hello? It's low. No, it's really low. You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Speak a little bit louder.
I went to LA.
No, I know. and then again I'm just waiting. Okay.
After this, we're done.
Hold on, what?
After all this, I'm done. Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys. Hey guys, welcome. I'm a cartel. No. Your street is blocked off, so I couldn't get in. I don't know, the parking enforcement is blocking everything off. Yeah. Even around the block. So I've been over here, near where we parked for Danny. I just been here in the car. No, I couldn't. So Streets is coming around 1, a little bit before 1 to come see Danny. Yeah. So KAM is here as well. Yeah. No, someone on my stream, on my chat, they found KAM. Yeah. He finally called Danny. Yeah. I asked him if he was okay. And he's like, yeah. After all this, he's done. Yeah. And then he's like, they won. Yep. Yeah. And then he's like, no, what's no, we didn't have a lot of time. It was like only 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He's like, you know what's funny? When we do PPAs, they don't do anything, but right away they'll come attack us for anything they want. PPAs, the private person arrest. And so like, pretty much he's saying if we file, they won't do anything against them, but if they do something right away, they'll do whatever they want. And then um, um, and then he's like, yeah, he said he's gonna be here at 1, a little bit before 1. So I'm gonna be here. And then he's like, what else did he say? Mm, I feel like it's the shock, and then maybe like later in the month. Well, not this month because this month's short, but next month he'll probably want to continue. Because Danny isn't one of those that gives up. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you guys. Uh-huh. Um, he's like, when he's like, I'm at the detention center. I'm like, I know you are. You know what time I found you? I found you at 7 in the morning right now. I didn't sleep whatsoever. We've been going around different police stations because I kept calling the Hollywood police station and they wouldn't answer. And they wouldn't answer whatsoever of all the times that we called. So I came over here in downtown. We went through many locations for you until finally someone had told us the right place. And then I'm like, I haven't slept because I'm here. I'm outside. I'm legit outside. Parked. Yeah, he called. Yeah. And then he's like, what's happening outside? I'm like, nothing. Because I didn't want to worry anymore. And that's when he's like, after this I'm done. And then I told him what they told me about like the four calls. And then you could have a visitor and all that. But Streets is gonna do it today because I can't. I have the expired ID and they won't take that. So today is Streets, and he's gonna go see you right now. And then he's like, he started with he said, what's funny, the PPA and stuff. And I'm like, you know what they did yesterday? Well, technically what they didn't do. They didn't, everyone was trying to show the videos and they didn't want to see the videos whatsoever. The cops didn't want to see it. They just kept ignoring the phones. They didn't want to see any footage or anything. And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, they didn't. We tried to showing them all the footages and they just didn't want to. And then we get you have 1 minute left. And then from there he's like, does my parents know? I'm like, yeah, they called me since last night. And he's like, what are they asking? Well, what are they telling you? I'm like, to keep them updated. He's like, okay. And then I guess he tried saying something and then the call dropped. And the machine's like, you have exceeded the time of the call. Yeah. Yeah. They just want to scare everyone off. Yeah. 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 That to do what's best for us. They're sad that he's gonna stop, but it's better for him. Yep. Yeah. School and I was about to say, you have a baby in there? But I forgot, Todd. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. 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 I know he doesn't. Yeah. I got off the car. I'm heading that way. Yeah. Huh? I can't. There's no parking. Well, I'm gonna sit outside. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably stay at your place tonight. Yeah. Scott. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the thing is, with the phone call, is on his side is really, really low. So you could barely hear it. I was telling him, try speaking a little bit louder. It goes loud for a little bit, but then it goes back to low. Yeah. No, when he regularly talks. No. Well, I'm gonna tell Streeter now that he could he could see Cam too if he wants to. Well, obviously he's gonna want to see him, but yeah. But I don't think he has family here. Because I think Cam's from New York. Yeah. Are you gonna be up right now? Yeah. Well, I'm only gonna be here until he comes out. And then, yeah. And then, okay. I was gonna say if you want to order food. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye. This is how it looks, guys, like fully. Thank you, Christine. Thank you guys for all the donations. Guys, remember, I'm not gonna be able to go in. Streets is gonna be going in. I can't. So I'm gonna just wait for him until he gets out. Streets to get out from here to see what Danny's talked to him about. And then from here, I'm gonna go to Taos. At least to rest a little bit. Because there's nothing else I could do. I can't really do anything. They said that he's on the 3rd floor earlier. Earlier, they said that everyone's on the 3rd floor. Who's this? Hello? Oh, hi. Hey, Steph. Okay. No, I've been up. I haven't technically done anything. Outside where they have Danny. Yeah. Yeah. Conspiracy of the... what is it called? Yeah, the tear gas. Okay, the first time I called that I finally got an answer from last night when we were outside the Hollywood police station, according to the guy that was on the phone, it was for all 3 of them, it was conspiracy of tear gas. And then right now, earlier today, that I found out Danny was being here at the detention center, the cop said it was something about tear gas. No, Danny didn't use any pepper spray yesterday on that attack. So the dude came out of the bar and was speaking to Audra and Mom, and then KAM was like next to her, and I guess the guy decided just to attack KAM, and then that's when everything went down. No, not until we found out that Confident Chris used the pepper spray on the dude. Yeah, the dude had some, DOA had a little bit, and then Chris without Hellcat had some on his arm. Oh yeah, Danny took my pepper spray because he forgot his, so he, yeah. No. She got it on Amazon. It's the police. I don't know what it's called, but it has like a police badge on it. It's small. Bail's not set until he's at court. Yeah, but since Monday is a holiday, it'll be either Tuesday or Wednesday. No, no one called it in. The cops are hiding like a block away, and they were all watching the streams. Because they specifically went to Danny, KAM, and they didn't say anything of why they were getting detained or anything. They just have them, put them in the car. Josiah was a totally different situation. For Josiah's because of his past charges. I haven't eaten since last night when we talked to meet some friends with. And right now after this, I'm just waiting. Since I can't go in, because my ID is invalid, it's expired. Streets is gonna come and visit that. So, Danny could get a visitor once a day for 15 minutes, and it's first come, first serve. So it's just one person. That's it. Some people reach out to different lawyers to see what they can do on that. But for the court, it's the public defender. And then if we wanted to go like deeper into it, then yeah, we would have to get an actual lawyer. If we were Street said yesterday he would do it. No, but I could go buy some. Most likely. I know Daddy's not even won't like that I did, that I am gonna go out by myself. But no, I mean like by myself, like without Daddy. On the sides, I'm not sure. Detention Center, right in front of it, on the outside. I've been streaming non-stop. Whichever, anything. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Bye. Well, W Steph, she's gonna Uber me food. That was a weird, weird thing. Supposedly, Streets is coming at 1 or a little bit before 1. Ah, messed up. Hashtag free the boys. Lily, it's free the Lapabelle 3. Honestly. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Not the 3 trash cans. But me and my. Okay, Laura. Thank you, Laura. Now I'm waiting for streets. He's not here yet, but he said he should be here around 1. Cause I need a valid ID and mine is expired and they're not willing to take the expired one. I don't know. I don't see him anywhere. I don't have a passport. They wouldn't accept my birth certificate. I tried earlier asking if birth certificate and the expired ID will work. No. My bad. Expired ID, guys. ID. Streets is gonna visit Danny for me since I can't, and I think tomorrow Tal would be visiting him for me. I'll be here for probably like an hour every day until Tuesday. That's what I'm gonna try to see if I'm gonna see if I could do it online for tomorrow. If not, then Tal will be coming. I'll be here, but Tal will be the one going in. Okay, Streets is here, but he's parking. Danny did call me, guys. I kind of let you guys hear a little bit, part of it, earlier when he called me. Um, I only put the part where I asked him if he's okay, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And then I only put um, what is it called? I put the part where Danny said that he after this he's done. I think I I honestly don't remember if I put that one, but I know I put the me asking him if he's okay. Oh, Streets is here, guys. He's over there. You could see him at the edge. Guys, he could visit both of them, and he could have the 15 minutes each. We were talking about it with the cop earlier. He did say, hold on, Streets is arriving. This is his information. That's his number, and then I was able to get Scotty's, but I wasn't able to get Cam's. But someone else was able to get him, and he's in there too.
Oh, okay.
So you could visit both of them.
Okay.
But it's one person per day.
So if that person's already in there, so they can't, I would get some camera. So just, I can see Scotty, I can see...
Scotty's at Hollywood.
He's still there. That's the worst.
And then they'll give you 15 minutes with him. I'm not sure if it's like in person, but you could go see, if you want to see both of them, you could.
Okay, and what do you want me to say to him? Your messages? I mean, you've been through it. Have you eaten?
Not since last night.
You guys are something to eat. There's just not much around here. We'll get something. And he's missing, you guys are missing work or stuff like that into this?
Not really, we can make it up.
Okay, so we'll give them information.
Let him know. I'm not sure if you'll understand it. I understand it, but let him know a ring pop is waiting for him.
A ring pop?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because he always jokes that he'll propose to me one day with the ring pop. So I want to see if he gets it.
Okay. Okay.
Hi guys, I'm here. Sorry, yeah, my mom called, but I didn't know I came back. That when I came back there was no sound. Streets is here. Yes, DOA is still in Hollywood. When I came over here to check on Danny, I was able to. Someone sent me DOA's information, so they were able to give me his whereabouts. And he's still at the Hollywood police station. But someone sent me the wrong information for KAM, so I wasn't able to get his whereabouts. But later on, one of my people on the chat was able to find out, and then KAM is still here. KAM is here with Danny. Oh my god, so KAM is the same age as Danny? Streets went in. For Scotty, I'm not sure if that's how it works for him, but for here, the detention center, it's one visit per person per day for 15 minutes only. conspiracy of using, what is it called? And I just had it in my head too. Tear gas. Yeah, my car's fine. I parked it a good distance. Thanks, guys. Streets is inside, guys. From what I know, they're staying on the 3rd floor. Yeah, so this is like the front. Pretty much, that's pretty much it, and all that. Guys, these are all random people next to here. $1 for Jess. Guys, thank you for everything, guys. Thank you for the donations. Thank you. Chris with that whole time. Honestly. Sassy cat. So pretty much, then they had spoken time before about a plan to, I guess, attack people with tear gas. I have plastic on me. Danny did call me, guys, earlier in the car. I did put like part of the call on live, just a little bit. And then Streets is here. Streets is seeing him right now, since I can't. They won't take my ID. So Danny, I put this in the stream earlier when he called me. He said, and I quote, "After this, I am done. They won." End quote. So, me talking from experience with Danny, I believe this is all from shock, what he said. I understand if he doesn't want to anymore. I'll support him. That's his choice. I'll be there for him. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, come on, let's go. No, if he wants to stop, then he'll stop. But I know Danny, that dude doesn't give up. So I'm assuming that this is just because of the shock. On my behalf, I don't think I'll be continuing. Who's gonna be protecting me over there if, or there's a big fiasco again. But it was
Sucks. Do we have?
but at least he got the pop joke.
He laughed. He, probably needed that. No, that good laugh. He's just worried about you being out here and not gonna get it. He's really just worried about you.
Yeah,
You being out here.
I know.
Him being in there, he doesn't seem concerned about. He's concerned that you've been out here the whole time.
Yeah,
He's like he hates the fact that you're going through this.
I know. But I hate the fact that he's going through it too.
I know. You guys are special. I have his a number he has so he can put money on for his phone. I'll take care of that.
Oh, okay. So apparently Danny is only drinking the orange juice because he doesn't want to eat the food. Were you able to get information on KAM?
Yeah, so I gave them the name and stuff. They said that there is nobody there by that name.
Tal sent me.
Because when I gave them that name, they said that name was INO.
I sent you a picture. That's his actual name.
They kept on telling me that name isn't there, so they asked me if there's a booking number. I tried to do different spellings, and in case they have that wrong, but you can try to guess it.
The only booking number it's right next to is the 6760.
That's his.
Yeah, that's part of him.
Let me go do that. Actually, let me get the money on this. And what's up? You have Cash App or Zelle or Venmo?
Yeah, everything.
Okay, which was you have Zelle?
Zelle, no.
You have which one do you prefer? PayPal, Cash App?
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal,
Does it really matter? I'm gonna do PayPal, alert.
Okay.
What's your PayPal?
It's Ariana, Ariana 711. Um, the ring pump response was that he laughed about it. That's that's a lot.
It is what it
Thank you.
is. No worries, no worries. I just want to see if we can get the money on his phone right now too.
Are we gonna be moving alone?
Huh?
Gonna be moving alone?
So he's gonna get one. I guess gotta be honest with you, he's charged ridiculous for the drugs. Like I expect to go to court on Wednesday and they're gonna say charges wrong. First off, she's gonna have to come in, and then she's facing arrest herself. So we're gonna make a big deal of this. And so I just picture him walking in. The district attorney, he's not the guy who's gonna take small things. So they're just gonna reject it. You know? If there's a lawyer needed, we will get you a lawyer. You know what I mean? He says he has 4 more calls left and then they start charging.
Yeah. Earlier when I was here, they said that he had 4 calls per day.
For free or
For free, yeah.
but if he has money he can talk as long as he wants, right? So we'll make sure you get enough money so you can talk to me.
So he's gonna go check on KAM to see if he's able to, if he's the information is right, and then yeah. Sorry, I had to open and close the app because for my side it's freezing too. No, not Amelia. The dude's girlfriend.
You know what's so messed up? Like they know that people are standing out here waiting. And they could at least put something covered or something like that. Put some chairs out here. Like they don't even make it a company. There's chairs.
Oh my god. Okay, so So since he went in, Streets went in, I think the booking number that I gave him was correct. So now he's in. Sorry guys, I'm not sure what's going on. It was fine earlier. Yes guys, when a police officer once the police repulls your car, the only one who's able to do it is the owner of the car, because they need the driver license and insurance from them. Yeah, registered. Oh, couldn't take out the car only. Tell me about it. Danny is okay. he, oh my God, Danny. He's okay. He is not eating the food that they're giving. He is only drinking the orange juice. That is something Danny would do if he doesn't like if he knows he's not gonna like it, or he knows that it's not gonna be good. He will not touch it whatsoever. So